sad about it. So sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no more. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it's in, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Wait.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Here we go. 180! Give me that ball, defense! Give me that
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here we go. 180! Lock!
It's just me and you. Check 99.
11.
Garoppolo again. Stepping up, he's going to keep it, and he slides to avoid the hit. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Two. Hey, gun. Black. Five.
From the 38, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
11. 21. Move. I got you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there. But I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 21, 21, 21, 21. Hey, Haywood!
Garoppolo to try again on second down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now he's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 180! 12, 12. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. No. Off. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, gun.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Undercut.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
I got you. Slam.
On second down now, it's Howard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
We go. 50, plant. You got this right, man. Ready?
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They're able able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Trying the right side with Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Scampering home from 19 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
13. 12. Hey, Foxtrot.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Goodwin able to haul it in. 13 yards there and a Niner first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Well, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Watch the ship.
13. Bravo.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Catch is made by Hurd. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's cracked. Flag!
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win card.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
21. Hey, orbit.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This one from 46 yards out. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. Let's go one more. Check 3.
Right back to him on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up the third down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken short. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Howard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
the more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Here we go.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
11. Hey, Delta.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's his safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. On first, they go right back to Howard. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
But he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. I got you.
Not today, you are. Not today.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, gun. Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Watch out.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's got Smith here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They'll try and run it here. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
at their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Watch the whip.
Now Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
21.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Howard. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Watch the safety crew draw quarter.
Now a handoff looking right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Okay, baby, I see you.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the out. Watch the out. Watch the out. Check. Lucky. Ready.
Running with Howard. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Big dribble.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. 16 yards, a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the off season. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Hit it.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those